Hello, Homofers. It's me, Gabe, the newsboy. We got a serious news story. We'll take it to our skilled reporter and CEO, Bracket Neurotic, to tell us about this shocking news. Now, where's my paycheck and V-Box?
Breaking news, guys. Here's some groundbreaking news for you all. Ducks have fur. No, hear me out for a sec. I know what you scientists are probably going to be saying. Ugh, ducks have feathers. No, it's fur. And I have proof. Plucky Duck has green fur and an orange beak, said IMDb. P.S. I canceled a friend's visit for ice cream. No regrets. News 2018. I'm disappointed in my job. Well, I guess that makes me a furry. Fuck. Yes, that quote was from IMDb. Shame I can't find it anymore. But anyways, it's about time I look at one of the worst inventions devised by humankind. No, it's not the idea of Christian atheists. It's my early period productions. I'm talking about the stuff I was recording from 2011 all the way until 2015. This was an era which I didn't exactly focus on video production, but would occasionally record some stuff. Very often it was content which I technically didn't own, but that's not what we're talking about here. I've technically already done a cringe comp on a select portion of the older creations. Heck, I plan on making a second, but I canceled that. But as my work continues to progress, I begin disowning stuff from earlier years more. And yes, plenty of this stuff you can find on my old Bracket Neutron 37 TV account, or the cringe comp even. However, most of this stuff has been previously unreleased. And for good reason. With some exceptions, this is only covering the camera recordings and some PowerPoint projects. I'll split the two archetypes into their own separate retrospectives. So yes, this is going to be yet another double feature. Might as well get to the less sufferable of the two, the PowerPoint shiz. Because this stuff doesn't trace as far back as my shenanigans on camera, the quality is noticeably better, though not by a whole lot. Dare I say you could compare a couple of them with Video 433A2. Granted, it's not as brainless as his lunacy, but there's a lot of stuff to laugh about. I mean, my current stuff is already kinda crazy, but my older stuff goes above and beyond. Text-to-speech was a huge interest of mine around 2013 into 2015, down to sort of taking over my life early on.
Yeah, I wanna sandwich. Scotty, get the heck out of here, I'll cut your hands off with chainsaw.
The schizophrenia awakens. But to get to the point, my Microsoft Sam series is a good starting point. What's the gimmick? Different backgrounds. How sad is that? I'm not even trying to reinvent the wheel with text-to-speech either. Tropes common at the time were still present in both of the finished episodes. Yeah, this text-to-speech thing wore off on me quickly by the time I actually came to YouTube. So only 2 episodes were finished and uploaded. There was a 3rd episode in development, but it got delayed and eventually scrapped entirely. Go ahead and watch them for yourself, as I'm only giving you a brief rundown of what happened in it. By episode 2, Sam gets a message from a self-proclaimed false disliker. Fitting, as this wasn't too long after each of my videos at the time was given a dislike. Otherwise, it's a very generic text-to-speech series, chock full of obvious pandering and influences. And yes, I kinda ripped off NKR's 200 style, especially for computer startups. You're probably disappointed that I won't rip those episodes a new one. No, that's really all that needed to be said. You're in luck, however. There was an unreleased trailer from 2014 of an upcoming Microsoft Sam series. This has no relation to the one that would eventually release. Hell, I wasn't even on YouTube until late March 2015. Now here's an embarrassing story. I had a fantasy where I had an account under the BN37 name, but didn't actually exist. In hindsight, thank God. However, I was still loaded enough to believe I did, with fake drawings replicating the YouTube layout and all. Okay, enough talk. Time to watch.
Warning.
The greatest Green Day album. You know, behind the trilogy, 21st Century Breakdown, 39 Smooth, Demolicious, and the criminally underrated Money Money 2020. Let's go x-ray some hamburgers tonight.
The following voice is so awesome that we advise you to sing the Clarence theme and prance around like an elephant.
At least I knew what shitty theme songs were. Sometimes.
Also, PN37 needs to make some money by allowing advertisements on this DVD, and now you are reading this on your computer. Lol.
Yes, really. I had burned this stuff to a DVD, along with some random clips I had laying around on my old PC. Speaking of, I actually made another a few years ago featuring some of my more recent creations. I wouldn't exactly call that legal, but this was more of a private thing. Well, until now when I publicly mentioned it. By the way, that's not how advertising works.
My boss also changed the stupid warning so it makes sense.
It's still stupid. Congrats.
Now you know how my videos are set up.
That's not how they are set up. None of them were.
BRB.
I definitely was a random guy back then. Oh, look, a Stretch Armstrong action figure. I like art like this. I've come a long way, haven't I? Nice chill-out beats to study and relax to. Had I made this now, it would get millions of views from the music alone. Who in the world is M to the TRS 30? That's a few letters off from being a TRS 80. Damned computer geeks. The schizophrenia really was all over my older material. No wonder I never released it. There were other usernames I thought out for separate people, such as Electric Eel Dragon 70, Bacon Pizza Donut, who was my sworn enemy, and some fictitious popular musician and DJ under the name DD. Yeah, really. I'm not even trying to be subtle with my Daffy Duck knockoff. I'm disappointed. No Microsoft Sam rapping? That would match up the beat very well. I sure as shit am not rapping any of these lines. People would call me a racist cultural appropriatizer, and I really don't want that, do I? One text-to-speech voice has went through more journeys than any other, and his name is Microsoft Sam. That's disservicing all the other brave text-to-speech journey goers, like Will from Afar's relentless shouting.
Exercise, exercise, exercise. I'm reporting this! We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am.
I was just plain ignorant at that time. Ugh. He has summoned a few memes, put up with stupid people, attracted many viewers, and shown that just recording with a microphone is hard work. Most bad things summon memes. Sam didn't deal with me, and I've been recording my dialogue using some webcam microphone for almost 4 years. Think about that. The only excuse I had was that I only had a cell phone to record audio with, which I had to transfer to my PC. Disregarding that tidbit, when has Sam told us that recording into a microphone was hard? Someone had to record lines so the synthesized voice could be made, dingbat.
Hey fellas, check out my non-existent webpage.
The MS Super Special, coming fall 2014, also coming to DVD. I truly had high hopes for this. This was a project that would never come to release. Funny, huh? Due to the tiny size of my following in my first year on YouTube, experimentation was all over the place. Some better than others. One that may have started my career path was my rant on gibberish comments. Not really that good, but it's a start. I was still ever cautious about my uploads though, as I never set that rant to public, and until recently the only way you could find it was on an old playlist called My Miscellaneous Videos. Ain't I clever? I'll definitely call it a curio given what would come later, and as such I'll talk about it here. And hey, it beats the hell out of my fidget spinner rant, which had similar motivation.
Hi, Brackenitron37 here, and this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen on the interwebs. Yes, the interwebs, because I'm so cute!
Trying too hard to be cool and funny was my specialty.
Not that it isn't true today, you know what I mean?
This video is called Funny Animals Cartoon Compilation Just for Kids Babies Game Movie. Normally I wouldn't complain about this, but look at the title. The title is Just for Kids Babies Game Movie. Yeah. Bullshit pandering, huh?
Stop being cowardly. You can say swears worse than shit out loud, you know? I really was reluctant to swear oftentimes, even when I wrote them in the script. I don't even think that went away until a little over a year ago.
Opposition, Joe, just ya, trend, Nemen, Nelpy. My god, this is just pathetic. How dumb are these people? It's like they don't even know English, or they just troll people, I'm guessing.
In actuality, it might have been robots all this time. In 2015, bot technology on YouTube was much more primitive. Especially comparing it to today.
Yeah, can you see the stupid comments? But then again, the whole video consists of nothing but...
Blockworld Boy eat a Wii and Pokemon Uranium Edition. Yeah!
Believe me, these comments are practically everywhere.
Teen Titans Go is definitely the problem. Wouldn't let my grudge go yet.
And especially on Baby Show and episode compilation videos. You know, like a traditional YouTube video. But in all seriousness, here's another one I have found from a Marvel Goose Club video. I especially hate them more.
I really don't want to pull a Mario Blitrin here, but dude, it was aimed at a young demographic. Compared to all the Elsagate garbage that would spawn later, they're actually decent at teaching children. Doesn't suck the innocence out of them, if that means anything.
Though, of course, you should probably avoid commenting on those anyway, and you should avoid commenting on those videos altogether, because it's very possible that you are going to get these gibberish replies on your comment. Heed my advice, and make sure to avoid these videos like the plague. And these comments particularly, because they are cancerous and will end up destroying your IQ.
I didn't heed my own advice. Though I could definitely say I was right on the other hand.
That's it. Bracken Neutron 37 TV. Signing off.
Funny XD symbol.